Chapter 4, Dole Palaces and Caravan Nurses, the Great British Housing Swindle. Right, let's get one thing straight before the usual suspects start frothing it to mouth. I'm not talking about the genuine folk who are proper poorly, or the ones who've been made redundant after 30 years grafting. I'm talking about the professional Dole artists, the ones who've turned scrounging into an Olympic sport and won gold every 4 years since Blair was still in short trousers. Walk down any estate round here of a Tuesday morning. Curtains still drawn on half the street, but there's 3 brand new Vauxhall Corsas on finance outside number 17, a 73-plate BMW X5 outside 23, blacked out windows, private plate SH4 G1T, and a Range Rover Sport that still smells of Tarappa parked onto pavement outside 29.
Right, quick break from the misery. If you're enjoying me moaning like a man whose chips have gone cold, do us a favour. Smash that like button so hard your phone thinks you've dropped it downstairs. Subscribe as well, it's free and it annoys the algorithm. Lob a comment below, tell me what's personally ruined your life this week. I might reply, I might just read it out loud to the dog and laugh. Either way, your therapy's cheaper than mine. Any road, back to the shit.
All belong to families whose combined income is whatever to taxpayers daft enough to hand over this month. How does it work, you ask? Simple. Split up, stay split up on paper, and milk the system like a dairy farmer with 8 hands. Mum's in the 3-bed semi, claiming single parent, severe anxiety and fibromyalgia, diagnosed by Dr. TikTok. Dad's round to corner in another council house claiming depression and housing instability. Jaden, 19, has his own 1-bed flat because loud music gives him PTSD. Kaylee, 18, 2 kids by 2 different fellas, has a 2-bed housing association new build because overcrowding. Nan's in a bungalow down to road because she's got mobility issues. She can shift quick enough when bookies opens. 5 houses, 1 family, 0 wages coming in. Total monthly income from benefits, housing benefit, council tax reduction, free school meals, disability top-ups and the odd cash-in-hand car wash, 7.5 grand, tax-free. More than a staff nurse with 10 years experience takes home after she's paid her student loan, pension and union subs. Meanwhile, our Tracey, remember her, the agency nurse who drove me to A&E when I were having me ticker fit, has been living in a 24-foot static caravan on a patch of gravel next to the ring road for 18 months. £550 a month site rent, plus 180 electric, because caravans weren't built for Yorkshire winters. She works 50 hours a week, sometimes more, wiping arses and holding hands of the dying, and she still can't save a deposit because every spare penny goes on diesel to get to hospital and childcare for my great-grandbairns. She were offered a council house last year. One catch, it were already occupied by a vulnerable family who'd been there 6 years, never paid a penny rent, and had just acquired their 4th rescue Staffy. Tracey got bumped down to list because she's in work and therefore not a priority need. Priority need apparently means breeding faster than you can trash the kitchen. House prices? Don't make me laugh, I'll choke on my own rage. 2 up, 2 down terrace, $18.90, backing onto the railway line, kitchen smaller than a confessional booth, £245,000. That's London money for a house where the bathroom were added in 1974 as an afterthought and still smells of damp and stale piss. Private rent, £900 a month for the same privilege. Plus, you get to give your life savings to a lettings agent who charges £300 for the honour of sending you a PDF of the inventory. Who's buying them all? Not nurses, not sparkies, not the lads who fix your boiler when it packs in February. Nah, it's buy-to-let landlords from Surrey who've never been further north than Watford, and local families who've suddenly discovered that housing benefit pays the mortgage faster than any tenant ever could. I were into Chippy last week. Lad in front of me, 23 if he went a day, sovereign rings, fresh Burberry cap, smell of weed coming off him like cheap aftershave. Orders large cod, chips, curry sauce, 2 battered sausage, can of Monster, and a tray of cheesecakes. Hands over his phone to pay, contactless, £27.80 like it were nowt. I'm behind him with me pensioner's fish cake special, £4.80, counting shrapnel. He turns round, clocks me staring and grins. Ha! Universal Credit Day, Grandad. Universal Credit Day. That's a religious festival round here now, more sacred than Christmas. Shops put extra stock out, bookies extend opening hours, taxis queue outside the post office. Meanwhile, Tracey's eating pop noodles in a Caravan, wondering whether to pay the electric or put diesel into car so she can get to the shift where she'll save some lazy bastard's life who'll go home to his 4-bed council house and his 55-inch telly paid for by Tracey. The politicians call it supporting the vulnerable. I call it rewarding the born idle and pissing on the people who keep the country running. Nurses, carers, lollipop ladies, bin men, teaching assistants, all living in caravans, house shares with strangers, or still stuck at home with their parents at 35, while the professional victims get brand new kitchens every time they punch another hole in the plaster and claim mental health episode. I'm not saying lock the doors and throw away the key. Some folk need help. But when help turns into a career choice with better perks than grafting, somewhat's proper rotten. And the worst part? The same MPs who designed this upside-down system are sitting on second homes, paid for by expenses, whinging that the £91,000 salary plus perks doesn't go far enough in London. Aye, must be tough. Chapter 5 coming, as the great millionaire exodus, when even the rich decide Britain's taking the piss. Stick to kettle on and lock up the bourbon creams. I'm just getting warmed up. Big bastard Bob, still paying taxes so someone else could have a hot tub.
Any road, if that's got you raging as much as it's got me, pop over to www.owencroft.com. There's more books, more rants, and a few things what'll make you spit your tea out. Go on, I'll still be here when you get back, probably moaning about something else. Ta-ra for now.